Hey, what's happening, everyone? It's your boy, the Tan month of Visa, Tan Tiger 01, the Bengal Dragon. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, Tan Tiger 01, and hit that bell notification button if you want to get notified of any videos that I upload as soon as they get uploaded. Right. This is just a quick update on the Taya Valkyrie situation. Now, once again, these are just rumors. This is just what I've heard. Mike Johnson from PW Insider, and you guys know I'm not a big fan of PW Insider, but at least right now he's trying to absolve Impact Wrestling, like, in a way, absolve Impact Wrestling of the thing, of the blame, if you will, and Taya Valkyrie of the blame, because anything bad happens, people try to blame Impact Wrestling and Taya Valkyrie. No, not Impact Wrestling. Anything bad happens in Impact Wrestling, people try to blame Impact Wrestling management, saying how they're inept and all the bullshit. Okay. This one I have not considered. And yes, if Taya Valkyrie, if you listen to this, yes, I'm sorry, this is my fault as well. I was not patient enough because I was like, listen, I'm a passionate Impact Wrestling fan. I want this company to succeed. I really, really want this company to succeed. And given that all this these weeks and months of bad news after bad news, like it was getting frustrating. So yeah, I should have contained myself better. Have been more patient. I admit that. Yes, and I apologize for that. Yes, that was my mistake. But this is something I did not consider. Apparently, and I'm not confirming any of this, but this is just what I've heard. So I'm just reporting what I've heard and what I've read. Apparently, Mike Johnson from PW Insider is reporting that there's no issue of Taya Valkyrie getting into Canada because she's a Canadian citizen. The issue is Taya Valkyrie getting out of Canada into the United States. That is the issue. And a similar problem happened with Michael Elgin. Michael Elgin, from Ring of Honor. I think he might be in New Japan right now, but at one point with Michael Elgin, when he was trying to return to the US, to work, for some Ring of Honor matches. Now, one might ask, wait a minute, Rosemary, Canadian citizen. P.D. Williams, Canadian citizen. Gail Kim, Canadian. Well, Gail Kim, technically dual citizen. Who else? LVN, Canadian citizen. Grado, I think British citizen. And in fact, if I might make a prediction, I think Grado is losing. I think Grado is losing. Because I think they might slowly move Abyss into a backstage role. Like this is just what I feel. But anyways, so you have a card. Okay, Ali, Canadian citizen. Cherry Bomb, yeah, Canadian citizen. Okay, so you have all these people who are Canadian citizens, but they don't have any problem getting back into the US. Okay, we know that Impact Wrestling has tapings in January. That's a key thing to keep in mind. Impact Wrestling have tapings in January. Apparently, and yes, Taya Valkyrie is married to, I believe, John Hannigan, who I believe is an American citizen. But the problem is with the permanent residency. See, here's how it works. Under certain conditions, when a foreigner can get something that is close to a citizenship, but not quite a citizen. This is called a permanent residency, that they don't have to reapply for a visit visa and whatnot all the time, or a student visa, or like extended student visa, whatnot. They can be a permanent resident of the country. Obviously, being a permanent resident, they will have to pay taxes and whatnot, but this excludes them from certain things, like, I believe, like, voting rights and whatnot. Maybe I'm not too sure. You might want to look up the appropriate government websites for that. But yeah, under the current administration, the visa process has become very, very strict, and I mean very strict. It's gotten to the point where a lot of international students, let's just put it this way, a lot of international students are fearful of even leaving the country, even if we have family tragedies that happen back home. We are fearful of leaving the country because, let's say, like, a family, we're doing very good in our course, on our exams and stuff, and a family tragedy happens. We have to go back. We might not be able to re-enter the country. Because the regulations have become just that strict. So Taya Valkyrie being in this position where the problem is she does not have a PR yet. Maybe she has a work visa, but maybe she does not have a permanent residency. And yes, work visas also vary depending from which country you're from, which country passport you hold. If I'm not mistaken, a Mexican work visa is different from, let's say, an Indian or Bangladeshi person, given a work visa or something like that. And even, like, let's say a person from the UK given a work visa, like, they're all slightly different. They have slightly more or less restrictions, depending on where you're from. So in this situation, and apparently there's something about some 90-day thing that you cannot you cannot get in the country for 90 days or something like that. If that were to happen, then Taya Valkyrie would miss the January tapings, wherever they might be. If you want my personal opinion, have them at the Hammerstein Ballroom. Have the January tapings at the have the January tapings at the Hammerstein Ballroom and culminate that. Or, you know what? Actually, have the January tapings. Have the January tapings in, let's say, 6 weeks of tapings in Universal, and then culminate that with having lockdown at the Hammerstein Ballroom. And the lockdown set of taping, because I personally want Impact Wrestling to shift lockdown to February, because even March it seems a bit too late. December, January, actually no. You know what? March doesn't seem too late, considering Bound for Glory is in November. If they're gonna have 3 pay-per-views a year, have lockdown in March. Have thing is Slamverse in July, and have the other one, Bound for Glory in November. So right now, what I hear, that is the situation. And to that I say, first of all, Taya Valkyrie, yes, I make mistakes, and at least from my side, I'm willing, I apologize. I know I acted rude, made some comments, but yes, I apologize. Like, given this company's history, a lot of people have, a lot of people have taken this company for a ride, and this is why the company where the company got to where it was, in like 2016, 2017, in the beginning, before Anthem came and rescued it. That is the thought I let overwhelm me and have me make those accusations, and for that I apologize. Right, I'm pretty and I encourage a lot of you who shared similar sentiments such as mine to at least if you've personally tweeted Taya Valkyrie something abusive or offensive, at least just tweet her sorry. Twitter, like, okay, like, yes, more has come out, and yes, I'm like, yes, I was wrong. I should have been more patient. I would really appreciate that. Anyways, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow me on Twitter, TanTaco01, and hit that bell notification button. Bound for Glory is just a few hours away. I believe just a bit 3 hours away-ish. This is the MC10 Month of Reset, the Bengal Dragon, signing out.